something to think about. People thinking this morning, one way Buddhism talks about why we suffer, it sounds a bit abstract to us, is that there's this disconnect between how things are and how we perceive things, right? But I think it's easy to prove, For example, we know things change. We know relationships can end. We know people die. We know trees, change over the seasons. We know cups break. So then when your favorite cup breaks, what happens is you're suffering. Why, Robina? My beautiful cup broke, So the Buddhist approach will be that you're not suffering because your cup broke, because that's its nature. It's impermanent in its character, We're suffering because we thought it shouldn't. We don't think we think it shouldn't, but because we're attached to it, we want it to be there all the time. So we assume it has this character of like permanence, So the more we cling to it, which we don't realize, the more we cling to it being there every day, expect it to be there, want it to be there, the more we suffer when it's not. I think we could look at that, we can see. So then what's the option? What's the solution? Well, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater and go, oh, well, I don't care, and, chuck your lovely cup on the floor, it doesn't matter. No, that's not the solution. It's a more nuanced way is to, on the one hand, have your lovely cup, enjoy your lovely cup, but just know in your heart that it's not forever, it won't be there forever. And then if it does break, if it breaks, you're not going to be shattered. It seems simple, but it's quite subtle. And it's the same with relationships. I mean, we spend our lives worrying, he might leave me, he might die, he might this, he might that. So this is the anxiety comes in, which is, again, is attachment, holding on to things. You can't hold on. That's the other thing, holding on to something because you believe it should be there, it must be there, and it won't change, is the source of the pain, not that it does change. It takes work, It's not just simple, oh, I'll change my thought. Yes, you change your thought, but it's got to become experiential, and that's with practice. Then solution, then conclusion, we're more content in life, not so freaked out, not up and down like yo-yos, That's just one example. Give it a try, people.